Hello. So another unboxing, yay. So this is from Marcus Fabrics. Let's see what's inside. What you're about to see are cuts from Judy Rothermel's line called Canton Quilting Circle for Marcus Fabrics. The reason I chose these for the project is that they have exactly the kind of small scale everyday prints that you would find in Alice's sewing basket, the kind of thing that Jemima's day dresses would be made out of. Rothermel does many lines of historical prints, and Marcus has this long history of collaborating with different museums and different historical collections. So they're perfect partners for me. I mean, like, can't you totally see Jemima wearing a morning dress made out of this? Alice herself, right? She might have a dress in one of these cool fabrics, these kind of light colored morning things. And then we might get something, you know, this might be for an afternoon dress. Maybe when she goes and she meets Charlie at the zoo. These fabrics are so beautiful and so appropriate to this project. Oh, look at this one. I love this so much. Oh, thank you, Marcus. What are we gonna do with all those Marcus Fabrics beautiful heritage prints? Let's go back to the beginning, to where the inspiration for A Perfect Hand came from. I was having a hard time writing a book. I couldn't figure out what to write about, and my amazing daughter, who is herself a writer, wait for her book, she said to me, Mom, you love Jane Austen. Jane Austen's your favorite writer. Write something that's like a Jane Austen marriage plot, but tell it from the point of view of the servants. And that was the germ of the idea that developed into A Perfect Hand. My favorite Jane Austen book, I mean, I love them all, but really my favorite, the closest to my heart, is Persuasion. And Persuasion, the hero of this love story is Captain Wentworth, who's a ship's captain. I decided I wanted to make a mariner's compass quilt, which is not a quilt that's constructed in blocks like so many quilts, but it's a medallion quilt, a center block, and then the quilt is constructed around it. There's some great examples of Victorian medallion quilts. A mariner's compass is based on the compass rose and what you would see in a map or on a nautical chart. And those were very, very popular in the 18th and 19th century. One of the reasons that they were so popular is because they could really show off a quilter's skill. I decided I was going to try for the first time to make that kind of quilt. You know already that I love paper piecing, which makes things like that very easy. EQ8 allowed me to design a version of this compass rose quilt using some presets and some new designs that they issued. Follow me along this journey as I make what I'm gonna call my Captain Wentworth compass rose, although it's a little wonky, quilt. Time to starch all these beautiful fabrics I got, the Canton Quilting Circle. I'm gonna use this. I also have a special starch iron. I always put a towel down on my ironing board so it doesn't get all starchy. Thank you, Marcus Fabrics. Now I'm just gonna starch them up. Get ready to cut and sew. Disaster. These colors were way too close, so you don't see the spike. Do another color. So I promised I would show you all my mistakes, and you're definitely seeing all my mistakes. This whole center part is paper pieced, and I'm actually paper piecing these too. I'm not going to paper piece the flying geese because I'm going to use the multiple flying geese format. I don't think I'm going to paper piece the Ohio stars, but definitely all the diamonds. How you like me now, sister? Foundation, and I'm sewing them up like that. box here from Wild Phil Quilting. They are doing my long arm for this project. In case you don't know, long arming is where you load the quilt onto this huge machine. It automatically quilts in a pattern. I only get some of my quilts long armed. Even with Wild Phil, they're so reasonably priced, but it's an investment. And I like to do some of them myself, but I can only do super simple designs. When I want something kind of poppy, I go to a long armor, and I am just in love with Wild Phil. This is the Morris quilt with Marcus fabrics. Okay, first of all, oh, look at this lovely, there's a bow and everything. Lovely thank you card. They gave me a sticker, Quilt a Little Wild. Here's the thing they do that's so great is they send you back your scraps. So like I can quilt something new with all these scrap materials. Here goes. Okay, so first, really pretty backing. You can see the beautiful clamshell arc quilting pattern. And, oh my God, ta-da! What do you think? Isn't it amazing? Mindy from Wild Phil, look what she did. She centered this arc, this clamshell, precisely over the center star. That's just gorgeous. Thank you. I love it. I love it so much. I'm crazy about it. Thank you, Wild Phil. Yay! Stars